In this video, I'll show you how to produce an HTML profile of your system performance. So what we'll do is we'll run OSWBBA on an archive. Okay, we can see our options here now. We want to select option P to generate a profile. Now what a profile does is it takes all the graphs that we can generate with the above options and put them all into a nice document form with some verbiage around what to look for. So it makes a nice clean presentation as opposed to having a bunch of just a bunch of graphs in a directory. So we'll take a look at it here. Select option number P or item P. You can specify a name of the profile if you want, or just hit return to accept a default name. We'll just do a default here. Okay, and we can see some files being written. So where are these files? Where is the HTML profile located? If we go to where OSWBB is installed, look in the profile directory, we can see our profile here. Now we didn't give it a name, so this is the default name. Okay, there's two subdirectories here. One is the supporting, and this is where the supporting data is and graphs are, individual graphs, and all of this has been copied down to this subdirectory. But this contains our HTML document here. So this is what we want to look at. Okay, so this is the HTML profile, and we can see the profile ID up here. We can see a list of properties. We can see the profile ID, the input archive, the server name, and the OS version. And then we can see these graphs integrated together in a nice presentation. So we can see the operating system CPU graphs here. Notice that sometimes there's missing information. In this case, this is because Linux didn't support this this particular metric, so it's not available for this OS. And it gives you some narrative here on what to look for in each section. Section 2, operating system CPU. So we see we're pretty much 100% idle, nothing's going on, we're not using any system or user CPU. And again, a narrative on what to look for in this particular section. These other metrics that are captured in VMstat that I display, context switches and interrupts per second in this section. Then we have the memory graphs in the operating system memory section of the document. Again, not to worry, this just means its metric is not available in this version of Unix or Linux. And then what we have is the section on I/O. Now, again, there could be hundreds of devices. We're not going to display them all in this document. What we're going to do is we're going to pick the top 3 devices in terms of service time and produce graphs for those devices only. So here we can see the top 3 devices. And at the bottom is a list of all the devices. So if we had 100 devices, we would list them all here, but we're only graphing the top 3.